Good morning. Here is Kramer's Corner with the daily technical update. It is Monday, the 31st of July, and it was a busy day last week, and it's probably also going to be a busy week this week. So let's see what's going to happen, and let's see what we can come up with here. The S&P 500 still in correction mode with the top and reversal pattern Bear Engulfing. The evening star Joji or even Doji star still intact. I do believe we'll see a correction here in coming days with some support at 44.55 level to look out for, and all these lower rising trend lines here. On the Nasdaq 100, also we are in a top of reversal, bouncing back above the rising trend line, but I think we'll over the next couple of days we will see a move lower. We are in for a correction, I believe, unless we take out the previous peaks here. Well, then the uptrend will be extended somewhat. On the Asian market, what was interesting, Seng higher this morning, almost 0.7%. There is room up to 21,000 around that level where we'll see some resistance kicking in. On the European market, we have DAX that moved higher both Thursday and Friday, pausing a little bit today, but we reached the 138.2 projection at 16,000, just below 500. I think we will move higher here in the next couple of days. It will not be a sprint, it will be a little bit choppy on the way higher. More or less same picture on AEX Amsterdam. A little bit weaker this morning, but it actually reached the 138.2 projection of the latest correction here. 802, which is both the 168 projection, and there's some resistance around that level. I think we will see that being tested here in possibly the coming week. Belgium markets. A little bit of correction, started off low this morning, but seems like buyers are coming in, buying the dip a little bit. We are in a little bit of a correction phase, but we are also in an uptrend. But we could dip down to around 3,700 before we see the next wave up. On the CAC40, pausing just below 7,500, just a few cents below. We are in an uptrend, but the interesting thing is that the RSI down here is not really supporting that. It hasn't closed above 60, and that's really something to look out for. It tells you that despite having a short-term uptrend and broken above some resistance levels, it is a little bit of weak of a trend. On the FX side, really a busy day. Friday and Thursday. This morning it's bounced higher a little bit, but it bounced Friday from the lower rising trend line just above the 109.27 support and 786 retracement here. I think we will see it bouncing a little bit higher, but let's see if it takes out the low here for, around 108.33. Well, then we have a completely new situation, and we will see a lower euro dollar in coming weeks. We have the cable also bouncing around the 618 retracement level, whereas still above the lower rising trend line here at 127. I think it could be tested. We are in a little bit of a short-term downtrend. I will say it's a correction, not really a downtrend as such, but still we are there, and I think we will maybe dip down to 127 before it will turn around and move higher. Yen pairs really on the move lately. 138, we bounced from that Friday. And now we are testing 142 once again, and it seems like maybe this time it means business. If we can have dollar yen to close above 142 and get RSI back above 60, then we are back in bullish sentiment, and also a bullish trend that is likely to test the 145.25 resistance level around here. But I think if we see that materialize where we also have the RSI back above 60, I'm quite confident it will be taken out, and we are looking at 148 on dollar yen. On euro yen, also really volatile week last week. Let's zoom out a little bit. We had this double top pattern that actually was confirmed, but it was almost all just as quickly cancelled when it bounced off the 152, 151.50 around that level here, and now we are back above the rising trend line, back in this channel-like pattern here. So that's going to be interesting next couple of days. I do think we will see a test of the previous peak and strong resistance at 158. So that's really something to look out for. If we look a little bit outside of Europe, and we look to Australia with Aussie dollar, it seems like we are range bound between 66 and 69, and I really want to see a breakout before I give you an educated guess of the direction. Currently we are a little bit of to the negative side, but we're also bouncing this morning, and we are back below the moving averages and back below the cloud, but it seems like it's just very choppy. It can't really find direction, and that also tells you something about the medium term. It is very undecided at the moment. Finally, on the FX side, we have the dollar index testing the 618 retracement here, just around 101.73. I think we will see the downtrend to resume. However, if we take out Friday's peak at 101.83, well, we could see a move up to the 786 retracement at 102.41 without jeopardizing the medium-term downtrend here. As you can see on the weekly chart, however, it's still a weekly bearish trend, and if we move up to 102.41, well, that could be the exhaustion of the correction. We also have the moving averages, the 55, the 100 coming down here, 21 down here. So there's something dragging it lower. On the commodities, on golds, I have a lot of Fibonacci's here, and I think I will remove some of them so we can better see. I think we will see gold spots here being range bound between 1940 and 1985 here for the next couple of days. We can see how the 100 and the 55 moving average, they're really battling it out, and also now 21 is in the mix. So it's very choppy, I think, here the next couple of days, where we'll see a sideways move. However, the uptrend has been confirmed. We have RSI above 60. If it moves back above 60, then it will reconfirm the uptrend, and I think we will see a move to test the 2000 within a week, maybe going into next week. It's still a little bit up for grabs there. On copper actually tested the 395. That's a resistance there. Maybe we should draw a little bit of a horizontal line just to give you an idea. So here we are, 395 and a change. That is the level to break. That is the level to close above. And I think we will, because we're still in a bullish sentiment, a positive sentiment here on the RSI. Yeah, we are a little bit below 60 at the moment, but still it is in a bullish sentiment, so we should move higher. On the energy side, we have the Brent still in uptrend towards the 87, 88. And the also the WTI above resistance towards the 83.50 looks fairly strong there. What was interesting finally here on grains, that actually collapsed last week after being rejected at the 784 resistance area here. A correction in the making, and testing 700, even 696 is quite likely. If we close below on wheat, below the cloud and the 696, well, then we could resume bear trend and test the previous lows here from around the 640 level. So that's going to be interesting next couple of days. Will it turn around here or not? All right, that's all for today from my home office, and I will be back in the office tomorrow with more news, and later today there will be some updates on the yen pairs and on the equities market. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.